What is up, guys? Hopefully you're all doing good. Good morning, good morning. We're back at it again. New day. It's just past 9 o'clock right now, and we're just gonna break down we're just gonna do a quick analysis before the market open, just to anticipate what we want to see for today's price action. Just came back from the gym, so hopefully you guys had a good morning, a productive morning. I've been actually reading this book, guys. The Mountain Is You. An incredible book. Just basically just transforming your self-sabotage into self-mastery, and it's an incredible book. I'm actually it's a 20 out of 10 I rate it. It's an incredible book. You can see how I have things marked. I've been highlighting a lot of points here in this book, and it's just it's just mind-blowing on realizing that the things that you do are just self-sabotaging yourself into bettering yourself as a human being, into what you want to do in life, things like that. So really, really good. Really, really good. I do enjoy it a lot. Sorry, just enjoying my coffee here with my nice almond milk. Anyways, guys, let's get right to it. Let's go on the daily, of course. We always start there. I'm just closing these tabs here. Next book that I'm actually looking into is The Intelligent Investor. I'm in some long-term stocks as well. I like stock picking too as well. I do enjoy it. I like doing research on them and everything, and seeing what are some trending stocks. Well, not really trending, but for the future, like AI. We have data centers, nuclear, energy stocks, right? That are going to be an important thing for the future, especially with the expansion of AI. So just I'm getting carried away here. Let's look at the daily right now, guys. Let me just erase this right here. So we already talked about how yesterday we had this confirmation here off this SMT here that we had. So we had the reversal signature, and then we had that confirmation with that C2 now, with a nice, that's why, here we go, a nice C2 right here, a nice bullish candle closure. The only thing I just didn't really like is that we weren't able to close above this previous day's candle here. But as of right now, it looks like we are trying to target back to this relevant high here, right? So this is the overall draw. I'm not going to really say that it's going to hit within the next 2 days, possibly, who knows. Let's look at a Forex Factory quickly right now, just to see what we have for today. Okay, we had some good news here with final GDP, unemployment claims, both doing really good. Unemployment gains are looking good as well, so that's good. We also have something coming up for 10 a.m., so that's a good thing also. So wonder why it says October data. Is this the data that wasn't released on October because of the government shutdown? Interesting. Let me look at a financial juice right now just to confirm that. Yeah, we do have some. Let me look back. Was that at 10 o'clock as well? Oh yeah. So yeah, we do have some. Yeah, we have a lot of news coming today, so it's good. Some good things for us if we're able to align with it. With the oh, that was just my coffee maker, guys. Sorry. Just with our bias for today. So as I was saying, the only thing I just don't like is the way that we weren't able to close above this previous day's candle. All three of them did the same thing, but overall we have the same draw for all of them, right? Let's break down the daily profile within the 4 hour. I do like looking at the 4 hour after this, the daily. So right now, sticking on the daily again one more time, we confirmed the C2. Now we want to anticipate a continuation, guys. So this would be considered the C3, which would be a daily continuation, right? So now we're anticipating the candle, the daily candle, open, low, high, close, right? You could see how we had a nice wick, a nice small wick being formed. So now we want to break it down to see where we can find an entry for a continuation phase within this daily candle, right? So going on to the 4-hour, we had this nice fair value gap right here on all three assets, and you could see how all of them are being respected. Give me a second. So you can see them all being respected, guys. That's a good sign. You can see how we had an open, low, high, right, expansion. We had a nice C2 at the 10 o'clock candle right here. So you could see how we were able to close back. Well, I don't need to use it, but this could be considered the reversal point, especially because we had the London session expand away from it. So you could see how this was considered a reversal, a C2. Then now we're trading the C3, which now we want to anticipate this 6 a.m. 4-hour candle for a continuation, a C4, most likely back to this high, and then the overall draw of the extreme relevant high. So that's looking good right now. All three assets are looking good. The only thing I just don't see is we don't have an SMT within this low here. Again, like I mentioned yesterday, we don't really need an SMT unless we have that nice expansion phase. So that's a good sign. That's a good thing as well, because you can see the strength that we had throughout. Well, Asia consolidated, we manipulated, and then London expanded. So we want to anticipate if this 6 a.m. 4-hour candle will do the same. We just want to now see if we can find an area of manipulation. Like technically, we're now breaking it down, right? We were anticipating a continuation with the 4-hour candle, but now within the hourly, we want to see like a C2 being formed, right? So basically, taking out some type of liquidity, and then just entering from that either the C2 or are we waiting for the C3 to get more confirmation. That all depends on how price is looking right now, guys. So on the hourly, do we have an SMT within this low here? We do, right here. So you could see how we had a nice SMT here within the hourly to confirm this. Oh, damn it! To confirm this reversal right here. I noticed my oh well, you can see it on YM still. Yeah, good. So we have that SMT right here to confirm it, and then we have that nice change in the state of delivery right here on all three assets. You could see how YM retraced into it nice. So now what we want to do is we want to wait for, hold on, let me just mark my daily open, sorry guys. So right now 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock just open, guys, right now. So personally, I would want to see some type of manipulation. Well, the thing is, we actually did manipulate, and we came into this fair value gap here. We accumulated here, and then we had a nice a C2 form right here. Oops, wrong one. I gotta delete some of these. I don't even use right here. No. All of these are good. This one I can delete. Yeah, we're all good. So you could see how we were able to respect this inefficiency here on all three assets. Yeah, YM was with the order block, and now we have a nice change in the state of delivery again with YM here. And then same thing with ES. So now we're anticipating a continuation, guys, off of this change in the state of delivery. I don't really need to see a type of manipulation here if it's willing to continue going higher. 930 could be a little tricky. Again, we already had some news here which gave us that oh well, 8 o'clock was right here, so this was the candle. So we had the manipulation earlier on, which was at 7 a.m. Only thing is that we just don't really have an SMT here. Let's just go on to the 30-minute quickly, actually. So we do have an SMT right here within this specific candle. So we're breaking it down little by little. This is the C2 within the hourly candle. Now, going back to the hourly, we're anticipating a C4, a retracement to an expansion. This all depends on how 9:30 opens. If there's an opportunity to see for us to continue going higher. But yes, there is a SMT with YM specifically, which YM had a deeper retracement. So realistically, we can use, like, we can see some standard deviation right here. I want to say, like, this is the swing point that made it, to be honest. Hold on, guys. Someone's just giving me a call right now, an important call. Just give me a second. Oh man, girlfriend problem, guys. Sorry about that. My girlfriend left her wallet at home and she left her phone at home. Funny, you know? Anyways, guys, let's just get right to it again here. So as I was saying, I would like to see at least I want to see a reaction off this order block here. We have ES tapping into it already. YM is looking like it's pushing higher away from that order block, but I don't really want to I feel like there is still going to be a type of manipulation here before anything, because what did 8:30 do specifically? 8:30 didn't really do much, so 8:30 didn't really manipulate anything, right? This SMT formed at 7 o'clock, which I think it's good. But I mean, like, I think there might be another type of manipulation here happening. I could be wrong. But again, we do have the confirmation off this inefficiency. We have the C2 closure with a C3 SMT within the 30-minute. So now we are just breaking it down now into the 5-minute to see what we do off this area, off this PD array. This on the hourly time frame. So yeah, other than that, that's basically it. We just have about 10 minutes left for the open, so we'll see what it does. Gotta remove this. Where are my just opening them up my broker, guys. Just getting everything ready. Okay. Okay, I'm on the 5-minute right now. Yeah, I really like the closure on the hourly, specifically. It looks really good. Yeah, everything looks good to continue going higher in my eyes, to be honest. We failed to manipulate previous day's high, guys. Formed an order block, so now it doesn't show no signals to fully reverse unless we start seeing this 930 open closing back within the range here, which then changes the whole idea here, guys. But overall, it looks great for a continuation. See how we break it down from the daily, 4-hour, hourly, 30-minute, and then your entry time frames from to the 5-3-minute, depending on your liking. You can either do the 5-minute or 3-minute. Doesn't really matter. Just depends on how clean it looks. Like the 3-minute, you can see how it looks a little more choppier. Sometimes the 5-minute looks more refined, but doesn't really matter. Looks like YM is definitely stronger if it's able to just expand from to the open, since it's not it hasn't tapped its the PD array here. But again, I do see another type of manipulation happening, especially because if you look at the 30-minute too, we just have all this low resistance right here, right? So I like my gut feeling. I do see something like another manipulation happening at 930, or it can just expand. Guys. That's why sometimes 930 can be a little, trying to trade before 930 can be a little tricky, because sometimes you don't know if the manipulation is already placed in, or it's going to happen at 930, right? So it could be tricky, especially for new traders. I wouldn't recommend you trading before 930, because yeah, it could really damage you. Sometimes you need that manipulation to confirm the reversal, right? Like I said, we do have an SMT, we do have a change in state delivery, but this happened at 7 a.m. I've noticed sometimes that during those times, it's not like where usually for us, New York would start at 8 o'clock for us, right? So, but the thing is, at 8:30 didn't do anything. We had news at 8:30. We just really just we didn't really do much. We wicked down and we came back up higher. Let's see what 8 o'clock did. Yeah, we opened, somewhat did a low, but we never really attacked any low here, right? I'm just going to remove the standard deviation. We didn't really take any liquidity out. We just consolidated and then just went higher, right? So not really the best signature that I would like. I would want to see the news at 8:30 go lower, take out some liquidity, and then just expand away from it, right? Which would give me a better idea that 8:30 was a manipulation, 8 o'clock was a manipulation. Now we're anticipating 9 o'clock to be the continuation, right? Which we didn't get here, right? It only happened at 7 a.m., right? So if we look at this would be the C2, C3, right? So now we're in the C4, which sometimes it could still continue, or we can just accumulate to manipulate to continue higher, right? So, but the one thing I just don't like is that I don't like seeing a C2 within 7 o'clock, because it's not a illiquid time, especially for the indices. I would want to see 8 a.m. do that, this C2. If this was 8 a.m. and this was 9 a.m., I would trade this easily, right? Just because we have that confirmation of the C2 with the SMT. But as of right now, it's not really the best signature for a continuation. Like just look at it. We have all this liquidity being generated here, right? But if it expands, guys. It is what it is. That's just I'll miss the move, and then maybe I can get the continuation at 10 o'clock. That's the beauty of it, right? If you miss the initial move first at 9:30, We can wait till 10 o'clock. It's just a half hour more, right? And if it hits our jaw before 10 o'clock, it is what it is. That's it. We don't trade today. That's all. But we can say that we would be happy that our thesis was right? So that's what matters the most too, is the process of it, right? Just breaking it down, doing the same exact thing every single day, guys. It gets annoying, it gets boring, but that's how it is, right? You're supposed to be trading like that. It's not supposed to be exciting. Yeah, it could be exciting when you're like doing good and all that, but like be happy at the moment, but get your head back straight and then just continue doing what you were doing originally. Because there will be times where it'll be difficult, right? We'll have like a week of losses, right? And that's where it's the most important on how you react and how you stay stable in those times. Because clearly you can easily blow an account thinking that, like, okay, I'm going to keep trading to make it all back. So during those times, it's the most crucial times, because you want to make sure that you are hard rock stable with your rules. I'm not gonna really say discipline. It's just flaws in you, right? So you want to make sure that you have yourself under control. Anyways, 2 more minutes till the 9:30 open. So let's see what happens. I really do like 9 ES here. It tapped into it. The only thing is, like I said, the manipulation we didn't really get. So I'd rather wait for that than just trade this, since we have liquidity, low resistance liquidity all here. It's a rule that I said, like I said, if 8:30 manipulates, we can trade the continuation at 9 o'clock. If 8:30 doesn't manipulate, we anticipate 9 o'clock to do so. Same thing, if 9 o'clock doesn't manipulate, we anticipate 10 o'clock to do so. And then we can continue on from there once we get that confirmation like this. Change the state of delivery, SMT, boom. Yeah, 1 more minute. We also have to keep in mind, guys, that, well, we're somewhat closing within the gap here, right? So it's a good thing. But to fully confirm this, we would need this confirmation, and then to avoid this gap, to actually get a good confirmation that we're willing to go higher, because this could reverse back down, because this could be from ERL to IRL back to ERL, right? So that's another thing to keep in mind as well. Especially because the weekly open, where was it? Well, we came lower, so the weekly profile does look good. Wednesday made the low of the week, so based on the profile, it does look good for a continuation higher. Okay, we're getting that wick down here. So imagine we entered and we had that stop loss right there, easily taken out. This is what I'm trying to say, guys. And look, 9 o'clock is taking out, it's about to take out 8 a.m.'s low. So this is what I mean by like the C2. You want, if 8:30 doesn't do it, you're anticipating 9 o'clock to do it. So this is exactly what I'm trying to say, guys. And this is what I'm saying by not entering before 9:30, unless you have the confirmation within that 8 o'clock handle. Right, and then all those other confirmations that we have, right? Well, not all the confirmation, but just structure. You know what I mean? Just seeing that structure, that reversal signature, and that expansion away, right? You don't want to see how 7 a.m. Manipulated, but we didn't have like a nice expansion candle like this down close candle away from the inefficiency. We just started moving slowly and slowly, right? So it's not the best signature there, just to actually give us the confidence, like how this was. See, it came down and expanded, right? You want to see that, because that just shows displacement afterward. This is all just consolidation here, Like it's just accumulating, as it's just creeping up, accumulating, then boom, look at this one specific 5 a.m. candle taking all this out. Something that you guys got to keep aware of. Wow, and look at YM. Jeez. YM was showing strength, as you can clearly see. It wasn't the, it didn't even bother coming into that PD array here, the order block. Sometimes I don't like looking at YM because, yeah, it's a decoupled market right now. You could see YM showing strength right now. NQ is being the weakest, and of course, ES is the middle asset right here. You want to now see NQ manipulating. Sorry, I went blank there. You want to see now NQ manipulating to confirm these moves, because now if NQ goes lower, ES will definitely go lower as well, right? Because if it fails to manipulate and we continue going lower, guys, that means that this is invalid and this is invalid. Maybe YM is just trying to take out some liquidity. Then we can get that strength switch, right? Once maybe YM takes out that high, we get it, and then NQ will be the weakest, which we can trade to continue going lower. But I'm just going ahead of myself right now. That's if we get some bearish signals, like I said. If we start failing this change in the state of delivery that we had on the hourly, start closing below it, and then start taking out these liquidity areas right here. But yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this mark here. I'm gonna remove this as well because it's invalid for me, because clearly I wanna look at 8 to 9, right? That's my time, and that's just what I want to see. Like when I come into the market at 9 o'clock, I want to see what 8 o'clock did, right? Because that's what the New York session, and of course to see what Asia and London did, which we already broke down, right? So we just want to now see what it's gonna do right now. More likely, I would like to see it if it's gonna manipulate. Most likely, I would want to see it take out the relevant low, guys, here. It would just make sense. If not, the worst case scenario is just this here, the 8 a.m. candle. But it would be much better, I would say, just for this to be taken out, the relevant low here, and then manipulate. I like how we left these relative equal highs here too as well. So we want to see if YM keeps going on. I think ES is just staggering here, just waiting to see what NQ does, right? Like I said, NQ and ES move very alike. YM is the one that always does its own thing, but seeing these decoupled markets, we want to now anticipate what it's going to do. What is this trying to tell us, guys? That's basically what you want to see. Especially with NQ, because if this continues going lower, that means that we are failing to manipulate, and then we are willing maybe to most likely continue going lower, right? Let's look at the hourly. Yeah, we do have an we do have an SMT right here, but I don't know if it's willing to attack this high here before doing anything. Wow, look at NQ, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna remove all this. So like I mentioned, relevant low taken out as expected. It just makes sense. Like not like that other day with YM leaving that relevant low and just manipulating off an hourly candle. Like that was just that was really bad. that was very tilting. But it happens. It happens. Okay, sorry, I'm just gonna drag this one right here because I want to look at my stocks while I wait. Okay. Let's look at the hourly right now. I just want to get an idea here. Oof. So damn, we're gonna have to wait, guys. Like I said, YM is like what an expansion. Damn, sometimes it's like yeah, it would be very difficult to take a trade on that. Still, for me personally, but again, we're waiting and seeing, guys. We want to see if this manipulates, guys. Expansion with expansion, right? Unless we expand, retrace, slowly retrace into an inefficiency, then go lower. That would give us a confirmation, because this is what matters the most for our specific thesis for today. We need to see this manipulate, right? Once we get the confirmation of the manipulation, that's when we know that this move is valid, and it's valid to continue going higher. And then same thing with ES. Because without any confirmation, it makes it it makes it difficult. I'll stay on the 5-minute. And you know what? I'm going to remove this order block because it doesn't really matter at this point, because clearly, like I said, we want to anticipate the reversal, right? This was all considered a continuation within this period of time. Now it's changing because clearly the New York, the stock exchange open and everything. So now we're either waiting to see, like I said, manipulation to continue going higher, or we're forming a reversal signature, which we still need confirmation out of it, which most likely 10 o'clock will give us that answer. Notice how I keep always talking about 10 o'clock is such a good time to enter, guys. It's the most safest, I would say, to enter, because clearly you have information off the 9:30 open, right, which is the most volatile time to trade. So it's a good time to actually trade. I really like the way NQ is closing right now. It's looking good to continue mostly going higher, but again, I'm just anticipating something. This is no confirmation. We want to see how we if we're able to close above this inefficiency here. ES is looking good. Like I said, it's moving sideways because it's waiting for NQ to do its actual move. Like I said, fail to manipulate or to actually manipulate. We have SMT now confirmed here at the lows, but I'm not going to have that mark until we get that reversal signature. YM almost to that specific draw that we had marked for ES and NQ. Yeah, like this would make sense for ES as well. I personally wouldn't want to. I don't want to mark this because this is the relevant high here, right? Same thing with this, and same thing with this. Well, yeah, I'll have it marked here for. Or you know what? I'll just do that. Yeah, I'll do the solid lines here. Let's look at the 3-minute, how that looks. Okay, somewhat the same thing, but I like the 5-minute. It looks a little more cleaner. Just this one gap here. New 5-minute just opened up right now, so. 62. Yeah, we're just waiting, guys. Just waiting. Nothing really much to do. Let me just drag this here. Sorry, guys. Okay, NQ not really looking too good for that manipulation, but again, still a little early. Now that we're looking at the hourly here, this expanded so much already. So realistically, you don't want to be trading, if we're anticipating a reversal, you don't want to be trading this 9 o'clock candle. We've expanded already so much. So 10 o'clock will be our signature. Wow, look at that. Looking like we're reversing, guys. Looking like we're reversing. Who knows? Let's see. Yeah, YM just took out that. Yeah, right here. SMT right here. Don't really like how it's just not really an important swing point. I like seeing manipulations like within these extreme relevant highs right here. You know. On the 4 hour, this could either be just an accumulation as well on the 4 hour, which then maybe 10 o'clock take out the low and then we continue going higher. So because yeah, YM didn't really take any liquidity here, right? So I'm not 100% convicted on these sells because there was no liquidity taken, specifically with the strength holder, which is YM. This could just be a retracement here. You can clearly see, look what the YM's doing here. I mean, NQ, sorry. And this is the hourly fair value gap as well here too. So let me just mark that. Gotta get a new keyboard. My keyboard's one of its legs are broken. I'll do this. Here we go. Gray, so it's a little more darker and more. You're able to see it, guys. Not a good close here. Not a good close here. You can see ES is now rejecting off that high, failing to respect these down close candles, and we're now forming a change in the state of delivery here. Let me just remove this because I don't want to look at it anymore. Let me mark this as well here. Yeah, we're just waiting, guys.
Build a website you...
Oops. So yeah, you can see that change in the state of delivery on NQ here. Looking like we're continuing to go lower here. Looking like we have a SMT here as well. So if you were like again, we weren't anticipating these shorts, so that's what makes it a little more difficult here. I'd rather wait for 10 o'clock now. This would have been a good move for this C2 right here. We had a PSP as well and a C2 with YM here. SMT with ES here, and then that continuation lower. But again, I just don't just based off the profile, it didn't it's not it doesn't show that it like the sell, like a sell idea based off the daily profile. So this is something that you would have to wait for and just gather more information. Damn, NQ is just dropping like a madman. So realistically, we're just waiting till this hourly close, guys. Nothing really much to say. I'm going to remove this relevant low here, this mark. We have that SMT here. So where are we going to try to target? Most likely this relevant low here. This 4-hour swing point. Yeah. We have a good expansion. We can most likely form an inefficiency. Yeah, a nice inefficiency right here. Wow. That's crazy. We have a nice C2 on the 4-hour as well. Wow, I was not expecting this, to be honest, though. So this is the this is the manipulation off this previous day's high, guys. So it's the signatures are showing for this sell idea. So, but again, we're gonna have to wait till 10 o'clock. We do have some news at 10 o'clock as well, so that could change. But chill, yo, don't leave without us, yo. Damn. Holy NQ, bro. Pretty sure easily you can scalp this for sure. Yeah, that's not what I do, guys. I get too confused with the smaller time frames, like the 1 minute and stuff. I like to stick with my 3 to 5 minute. But again, our buys today was bullish, right? We did not think this was going to happen. But again, this is what I mean by waiting for 9:30 open, because you gather more information now. Now this shows that it's not willing to, most likely not continue going higher. We're failing to close above this previous day's, not the previous day's high, the previous 4-hour candle. We're now forming a C2, right? Looking at the hourly, we're having a change in the state of delivery. Same thing with the 30-minute. So it's not looking good for the buys right now. So yeah, we just got about 10 more minutes, guys. So we're just gonna have to wait. Mm-hmm. Oh wow, $68 here for NVO. Let's see. Shit. Let's see what happens, guys, here. Got 8 more minutes left. We could also be coming into a discount here within this specific range. Yep, we're gonna have to wait and see, guys. Yeah, YM was the good entry right here, but we were not able to like, it's good because we had the PSP here, as you can see, up close candle, down close candle with an SMT. We had an expansion right here. Could have easily just taken it on the 30-minute as well here. Kept it right there at the body, and then, but that would have been a nasty move right there, just the way it missed that. Disgusting. Yeah, we just need to see how this 4-hour closes, to be honest. Let's look at that 30-minute. Yeah, it's like 50% of the previous 4-hour candle. Yes, looking like it's trying to close back within its range, so this is why sometimes it's patience, just to be waiting, guys, just to wait. With YM also, look at the 4-hour. 4-hour still looking good. We haven't closed back below the previous 4-hour candle. So let me just remove these, because we have the whole idea, right, of what we broke down earlier. So most likely we can get like an SMT with the next 4-hour candle if we're willing to go higher. Looking like we're rejecting off the discount, right? Because we hit we were in a premium within this specific range here, and you can see how we're now respecting it and closing above it. Doesn't mean that we're willing to go higher, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just seeing what it could possibly do. If we go from the 4-hour to the 15-minute, possible C2 here on the 15-minute. Yeah, 5 more minutes, guys, for this open. What the hell? Oh yeah, so it looks like we are definitely rejecting lower here, guys, for sure. Nasty, nasty closure. I could just remove this, to be honest. Just one more minute, let's see. We can remove this too, because now we're seeing what we're gonna do here. If we're gonna take this out here, we have this one as well. Honestly, I like this one too right here. Just areas of interest, guys, for us to trade into. Let's see on the 50-minute here, especially on this gap. I do like the gap here. Let's look at the way the 4-hour closes right now. Actually, news is about to come out too right now for 10 o'clock, so we'll see what that does. Okay, so we do have the C2 closure with an ES and NQ. YM still was able to close above it. So we want to see, wait and see what it does here. Very tricky because still, like I said, we do have a low of day confirmed here. Very tricky still. Let's see what it does within this inefficiency here, especially, well, the hourly doesn't really have one, but the 15-minute does here. I would like to see what it does here. At the end of the day, I'm not going to trade a continuation short once we have already expanded so much, right? I would like to see a new phase of price to retrace, accumulate, and then continue going lower. So from IRL back to ERL. Yeah, hourly. Damn. Okay, yeah. Still have to wait, guys, because we're not going to be just entering off this, right? We need to see a new phase of price, like I said. So, nothing yet for me specifically. We can now see if YM is actually willing to manipulate, manipulate to go lower now, and fail to hold this area of interest for us to continue going lower, which will give us the idea for NQ and ES to continue going lower. Because this is the strength holder right here, so you want to see if we're able to start failing. You can see the change in the state of delivery right here. So if we get a closure there, then we can anticipate it to go lower. Yeah. Let's see financial juice here. Nothing much. It was the same. Forecast was the same as actual. personal income went down by 0.1%. Yeah, 30 minutes a 30 minute would be good to see if we form a fair value gap here to continue going lower, or we do a C2 off this low to continue going higher. All depends on what YM does, like I said, because it is the strength holder. So we want to see what YM does to confirm the reversal off ES and NQ. Okay, yeah, YM's looking good with that change in the state of delivery here, so you could possibly do catch up with, wow, look at that, it's still going down. Yeah, we're just gonna wait and see, guys. Nothing really yet, like I said. There's this fair value gap right here on the 30 minute to see if we fail that as well. I think I'd like to wait for the 30 minute to form, to see this gap form, and then we can see if we can trade from it. I'm just gonna go use the washroom, guys, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry, I just had the runs shit. Coffee, man. Alright. So nothing really yet going on here. Why I'm still respecting that fair value gap here on the 30-minute, on the hourly. We are it's trading within this gap here. So it's a little tricky, guys, because we need to see YM reverse to give us confirmation for this continuation lower here. Yeah, and if YM starts to reverse, we can then base it off a C2 here. We can base this as a C2 here within this hourly candle and this 30-minute candle here. But we would need to see YM do that first. If not, then it will continue going lower. So YM, we need the answer from YM to confirm what it's going to do.
Presents bedroom furniture. Find your dream bed
at
dream price with top beds under $500.
I had my music going on. Oops.
And make room.
Yeah, we're just waiting, guys. Just gonna get a glass of water right now, quickly. Gym here. Yes, I did. Perfect. Okay. Okay, 11 more minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. Why I'm really doing not much. So we just, yeah, like I said, we need confirmation, guys. It's not that I'm trying to trade this continuation without seeing YM reverse and then continue going lower. Especially if we're respecting this 30-minute here. See how we're closing back above it. Yeah, this could be just an expansion, accumulation, retracement, going higher, right? Or it could be the consolidation, manipulation, expansion, and back to these relative equal lows here. But again, we need to get confirmation first off YM. Since it's the strength leader, it was the one to expand while these reversed. So if this does not reverse and it continues going higher, since we now created another failure swing, that's what you have to keep in mind, guys. That's exactly why you need to be more patient. Don't try to chase anything because clearly you're going to get yourself hurt. So yeah. What did I say? Okay, looking good with the change in state of delivery here on the 5-minute off this 30-minute here. Let's see if both NQ and ES can do the same thing here, which we would consider, like I said, if we're willing to continue going higher here, guys. We have the SMT, we have the C2, we have the change in state of delivery. So I would like to trade NQ coming back to these relative equal highs here as well. It's a much clearer draw. We have it's not jagged like ES is. YM is a good option as well too, because it has the failure swings, so it has a clearer draw, much closer to its draw as well. Somewhat retrace down to this order block on the 4-hour. Now we want to see if, like I said, we are in a discount. Right? Coming back into this inefficiency here within a discount. Now we want to see if price does respect it or not. Rather wait just for this 30-minute to close to get us a better idea. Oh, wow. Good closure on YM. You know what? I'll put I'll put it right here for YM. Yeah, so it looks like it's failing. YM not being able to close. Yeah, we need to see what YM does here, because this is important. I get it. We have a C2 here, but we're just accumulating right here with YM, so it's not like giving us a good answer. If we saw YM expand, then clearly we can anticipate that ES and NQ are going to continue, and this is reversing. But clearly, we don't have that. Just 3 more minutes left, guys. So be patient. Look, YM's closing right back into it now, so not bad, not bad. Let's see what it does here. 2 more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes. Okay, YM looking good here. Let's see what that looks. So what we can say is that if YM is now failing to reverse here, and we're changing the state of delivery, like I said here, guys, there is an SMT right here. We have the C2 closure within a discount. So now we want to see if we're willing to continue going higher here, back to these relative equal highs here on YM. I mean on ES. Oh my God, sorry, on NQ. We got to just be wary about this gap here, because this could just easily just be a retracement into it, then a rejection to continue going lower. So we want to see what YM does here. Clearly YM doesn't really have no inefficiency here, but the 50% of this wick right here. Phone keeps going off. Okay, 30-minute just open. Like I said, we have a nice change in the state of delivery here on this on YM here. Let's see what NQ and ES do. So we want to see if it's if we're gonna manipulate this inefficiency and continue going lower, or are we gonna create a open, low, high, close type of situation on the 30-minute? We have to look at YM2 on what it does here as well. If it starts to fail YM, then you can clearly anticipate that NQ and ES are going to continue going lower. So it's a mixed bias right here. You just have to be patient and you have to see what the market is trying to tell you, because clearly if we need to see if YM is going to manipulate to go lower and fail the bullish inefficiencies, because without it, then it makes it a little difficult to anticipate if NQ and ES are going to continue, since YM is the strength leader right now. Yeah, with the 5-minute, you see this nice change in state of delivery. I personally like this because this is the one that manipulated to make this SMT. So the 5-minute would be right here personally. Oh, my stomach's showing. I'm getting hungry. Yeah, same thing here. ES is actually a little closer to it, towards it's a change in state of delivery compared to NQ. YM's looking good. So YM's looking good for it to continue going higher. There is a change in the state of delivery here as well with the 3-minute. Yeah. And ES was very close to its closure right there on that change in the state of delivery. So we'll see what happens here. No signs of a reversal for YM. So it looks good for it to continue going higher back to this high and then back to the swing point that we were talking about. Nice expansion count on the 5-minute. It would be good to see now. Let's see what the 5-minute does here, if we're willing to change the state of delivery here on the 5-minute specifically. Ooh, very close. Very, very close. Oh, Okay, good closure on NQ right here with that change in the state of delivery. So it's looking good. These expansion candles are looking good, right? If anything, we would like to see a strength switch right now with YM now just, well, it could still continue going higher, but I would personally like to see NQ and ES catch up since it's lower within its range compared to compared to YM, sorry. So that's just something to keep in mind. ES is looking good. Wait, what? Why do I have this here? Oh. Let me remove that. I want to see how it reacts off this 50% of the wick here, to be honest. Anything going on here with the news? Nothing else other than that. We already had our news come out. No problem. So yeah, we just want to see some expansion candles, guys. Like any other type of reversal, these are two great, solid, strong candles. So we want to see this continue. Most likely a nice expansion with possible retracement to get towards this high here. Nothing really much other than that. We'll like to see how YM holds this up too. Like I said, I'm just being precautious with this 50% of this wick here to see if it disrespects it and then continues going higher. We'll lock that in. Let's look at the 3-minute. So first change of state of delivery, then we had the propulsion block right here for the continuation. Mm-mm-mm. 5-minute and 3-minute. Yeah, we just want to see. So once we form this fair value gap, we want to see how we hold off and then just continue creating steps, guys, right? Personally, it would be better if it just starts just showing expansion candles, just catching up. Like I want to see NQ and ES show that strength to catch up at least back to this high, so we can catch up with YM clearly. Yeah, like as always, at the end of the day, you don't manage the profit with this, right? Structure does. So I'm gonna keep saying that every single day, just because you want to let structure tell you what it's gonna do, right? If it's starting to disrespect the inefficiencies, guys, that we're having marked, then it can give you a signal to cut your loss, right? Whatever, or keep it at whatever. It depends on your risk management rules. If you want to keep it at a specific swing point, and that is your invalidation, or you can start trimming if you start seeing inefficiency being failed, like this fair value gap, this order block, 50% of this wick here. So yeah, but we can anticipate that this could be the reversal here off this 30-minute swing point. C2 closure here. So we want to start seeing expansions. Oh, my stomach's rumbling right now. Damn. 10:40 right now, so we're gonna wait to see the 1 hour right now. 1 hour is doing the same thing, the C2. In a way, you could say the 30-minute is a little earlier because you want to align it with the 1 hour. So if the 4 hour doesn't give it to you, you want to see the 1 hour do it with the 30-minute. At the end of the day, the hourly will give you that C2, and then you can consider this the next candle to be the C4, right? Because it's the C2, 3, and then the 4 to continue going higher back to that draw. It depends on your likings and how much conviction you have, but it all depends, right? Some people could trade the legit reversal. Like I said, you could either trade the propulsion block, right, which gave you the new 30-minute candle, which was right here. $10.30. But yeah, we'll see what this hourly close does, guys, and then we can just start breaking it off within the smaller time frames based off that specific hourly candle. Because this hourly candle will now form an inefficiency as well, a fair value gap. So you want to see us fail to hold this and then continue to go higher within it. Considering this could be a expansion with expansion, guys, right? Stocks are looking real good today. Damn. Nice. So as you can see, YM is just moving sideways while ES and NQ are catching up, guys. You can see the strength switch in a way. You just want to see this being respected now, and just for us to continue going higher. We tested the change in the state of delivery on the 5-minute, so you want to start seeing some expansion candles and seeing it trade away from it. You don't really want to see it consolidating here, to be honest, because you want to see this inefficiency on the 30 minutes start to fail. I'm getting hungry. Shit. Oh, it's about to be 11 o'clock, so yeah, I'm marred right now. Shit, coming from the gym, guys, too. I just had my, yogurt and granola just before I went on stream, so. But bro, when you're lifting up weights, man, you get hungry, so. Just gotta get that protein in, guys. Oh, shit, dirty. Not really too sure what to do. We're just patiently waiting, guys, you know. That's it. You can see ES got a nice order block right here on the 3-minute. I'm gonna have my plum. That's what I had. I had this one here. Let's see if this next hourly candle can just start expanding back. On ES, it looks really good. It's almost closing above its inefficiency. So let's see if that holds. Got about just under 15 minutes for the next hourly candle to open. Don't mind me eating, guys, please. Sorry. I'm just hungry. Man's gotta eat. Oh, fuck. This is looking really good. NQ should just be following up. YM is also looking good. Like I said, with YM, we want to see if we can just reject that 50% line and break above it, form a support, as you want to say, and continue going higher with YM. But both ES and NQ are looking good. I personally like to see speed, honestly. I don't want these candles to start getting smaller. It's either that then we'll see a type of retracement, form a swing point on this 5-minute, and then continue higher, or we might have some situations, like I said, within this hourly fair value gap here, right? YM is actually, ES is looking really good. There's no inefficiency, so we can anticipate that if there's no fair value gap to target, you want to see this now being targeted with ES. So we want the same thing with NQ going right now, especially because NQ has those relative equal highs, guys. It has a clearer draw than ES does, because ES does it's jagged. It took out the 8 a.m. high, while NQ did not. Now let's look at it again. You can see the failure swing forming here. So this is the reason why I took it on NQ, because NQ has a clearer draw. It would make sense for to trade NQ. Just gonna throw this out. You can see that we're tracing now. So we just want to see where we retrace to. On the 5 minute, we have this fair value gap that I just had marked here. So let's see if we can form a swing point here. Like I said, I like it. I'm more convicted now because since ES failed to form that inefficiency, especially because it's a higher time frame on the hourly compared to the 30 minute, I do see what could be the next draw right after that. Right, we can just head towards the 9 o'clock high. So we want to see how NQ respects this, and then we want to anticipate a nice retracement, a nice change in the state of delivery here. So we can just move this here, and then we can see what it does here. I'm gonna erase this here. So yeah, both of these are C2 within the hourly as well here. Let's just mark it right here. We also have this fair value gap as well. Oh, this fair value gap was filled actually as well, so that's a good sign as well. Like I said, we just want to see these being respected here. YM still showing strength here. We just got under 10 minutes left for this next hourly candle, guys. ES is looking good. We're rejecting it off good. We have 2 more minutes left for this 5-minute candle. Oh, it's already 11 o'clock. Where's my girlfriend? Girl left her phone and her wallet, guys. Unbelievable. I'm not even sure how she's getting home. Let's look at the 3-minute. Okay, change of state of delivery is a little higher, but the higher the time frame, the better. YM is getting weaker here, which is in a way precautious, a little concerning. But I mean, like again, like I said, I would want to personally see NQ and ES gain strength here for us to continue going higher, while YM just staggers and legs, to be honest. YM looks. I mean, ES is the I like ES specifically for this because of this. There's no inefficiency. Once there's no inefficiency, you look at the highs, right, or lows, right. That's your next target. We still have this fair value gap here on NQ, so something to be aware about. And the S&T is the only thing that we have right now as a confirmation for this reversal. So we're just trying to see what we can do here. Again, like I said, we are trading with this inefficiency, which was going to give us trouble anyways. So we need to see what it does. It's either going to form like another type of manipulation, like a PSP, where one of them turns weaker, a bearish candle, while the other two hold, and then that can be the confirmation for that next move higher, right? If this is willing to go higher. Right now, within this expansion phase, there's really nothing to show that we are failing unless we close below this. So that's exactly what you should be telling yourself, guys. There's nothing, nothing's changed, right? This is just a retracement phase, like I mentioned to you earlier. It's like that other day that we had with that retracement. I forgot where it was exactly here, but we had this type of retracement here before going higher. So okay. So just 2 minutes left, guys, till the open. Just give me a second, guys. My girlfriend's finally here. Sorry guys, I'm back. Just give me a second. Let me open this up right here. Alright. What are we doing now? So let's look at the hourly quickly. So you can see YM took out that high right here. We're still trying to see if we can close above it. If not, it's it makes it a little tricky now because now NQ didn't even make a low here, so we got to be a little precautious here. Most likely just because if we don't get that change in the state of delivery, this could be now an SMT here within the hourly candle. 30-minute, let's look at it. Yeah, we didn't really get a good C2 closure on the 30-minute. We closed back within the 30 minutes candle. YM is still looking good though. Same thing with, well, ES was almost there. Yeah, it just closed above it. So we just gotta see if we can get this change in the state of delivery or start to hold this inefficient this inversion here, this fair value gap. ES is looking really good for that. I think ES was the better play, to be honest, compared to NQ. NQ is just not showing its strength compared to ES. YM is looking like we're trying to push above this 50% line here. Wait, did I mute myself? Okay, good. Okay, ES is looking good for that. For that change in the state of delivery. Same, I like the way they close above this inversion here. So it's looking good for that continuation higher. Let's just mark the 11 o'clock candle here now. Well, we could just keep the 10 a.m. and then now mark the 11 a.m. So we want to start seeing expansion. We want to see this just running away from this area here. We don't want to see this just consolidating here, guys. We want to see some expansion candles like this here, right? I'm gonna see if hold on, just give me a second. All right, I'm back. Sorry, just was asking my girlfriend something. Might hear some noise, guys, so I think I might just mute myself. My girlfriend's making me some breakfast. Yeah, if it continues, I might just mute myself, guys, and I'll just type it out. We already know what we want to see. Like I said, we want to start seeing this expanding higher, right? Back to this draw. Like I said, I like NQ's draw because of the relative equal highs, guys. So, yeah. YM is looking good. We're closing above that 50% line. So we just want to just start seeing these assets just move away. Oh, this 30-minute dip form won't work here. Sorry. On the hourly, didn't look like. ES is looking really good for that target here. Yeah, ES was definitely the better play here, but I have conviction that NQ will catch up to this. Okay, I think I'm gonna mute myself, guys. So I'll unmute myself if I need to say anything, or I'll just type it out on the computer. Okay, I just muted myself. Got a bit of time here. So I just marked this because I want to just show you guys how a market maker sell model will form to a buy model. You can see the original consolidation right here. Then we had the expansion with an accumulation, expansion, second stage, and then we consolidated with a reversal signature, expanded away from it, accumulated first distribution, and then now we're anticipating the second an accumulation here, and now we're anticipating the second expansion phase, right? Which most likely the second stage will be the second distribution. The expansion phase will be the quickest, so we want to see this starting to expand away. We don't want to see it consolidated here, guys, because then once it starts moving back into price, then it's not good, right? Then we most likely the idea will be invalidated at that point, especially once we start closing back within this leg here, within this order block here. JD's looking good, beautiful. Yeah, not really something that we want to see, guys, to be honest. Like I said, You want to see this starting expanding. You don't want to see this consolidate, especially if it's going to fail to close above this high. If it's failing to close above this specific high here, we definitely want to see ES hold this, because if we have a closure back below this, it's not really a good sign. Same thing with YM here, looking like YM is expanding lower here. With YM, I'm personally okay with it because I want to see NQ and ES catch up. This can just form another manipulation here, an SMT, for basically a strength switch, right? You want to see a strength switch happen where YM becomes weaker and then ES and NQ become stronger here, which can give that expansion phase back to this specific draw here. Oops, did not mean to do that. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay, let's see what happens, guys. Gotta go use the washroom, guys, again. Just be right back. All right. So far so good, guys. It's looking good. We want to see this just expand away now. To be honest, we don't want this. We don't want to see consolidation, because with consolidation means that there's a. We just personally don't want to see that. We just want to see this to start expanding away back to this original consolidation that I had marked. Oh, now my mom's calling. Just give me a second, guys. Let's see if we can get that change in the state of delivery here on the 5-minute as well. YM is looking like it's holding that 50% line. Let's see if we can just start moving away from it. I don't want it to see it consolidate. Well, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because YM is the strength leader. Like I said, I wanted to see that strength switch with YM, so ES and NQ can gain strength to catch up. This is a down close candle on my other chart here, while here it just shows a bullish candle, right? I'll mark it as a change of state of delivery right here. Yeah, we just want to start seeing these go, guys. We just want to see expansion. We don't want to see no retracements or anything. To be honest, we already did that, right? So we just want to see that next distribution phase to continue going higher, in all honesty. Five more minutes left to the next 30-minute too as well, which you can see we are trying to fail to close above this inefficiency here. On the hourly, looks really good. We're closing above it as well, so. These are expanding good on AMD, Zeta. Let's look at Amazon. Just the nuclear things are not looking too good right now. All right, let's see this fly, guys. Come on. We want to see this target hit. There's nothing else that we want other than that. You can see how YM is just staggering here. It's not doing much, while ES and NQ are trying to catch up. Minor SMT here as well with YM and NQ. and ES as well. On the 50-minute, it looks good. 30-minute, we're failing to close. We're trying to close above this inefficiency here. On the hourly, it looks even better, right? So we want to see this hold. Oh, God. Let's go NQ and ES. You can do it. You can fucking do it. Ugh. Just patient, guys. Patience. Let the market do what it's got to do. We have no control over it, guys. So just let it do its thing. All right. Come on, NQ and ES. Let's just go higher, guys. Let's do it. Let's get the hell out of here, bro. We know you want those highs. We know you want those highs. All three assets are looking good. Looking like we're trying to pick some speed up here. Well, new 30-minute opened up too, so open, low, high, close is what we want to see here within this 30-minute. Sorry, within this 30-minute, just to attack this specific draw here. Good closure on the last one. We closed above the previous 30 minutes, so it's a good sign. Just gonna talk to my girlfriend for a second. Just give me a second, guys. Okay. Oh man, pretty boring, guys. Not really doing much. Like I said, it's just that's what trading is, guys. Just gotta wait, see what it does. Still looking good. YM's closing, having that change in the state of delivery. Same thing with ES. I think we've got 10 more seconds left. We just want to start seeing this expand, guys. We just want to see this expand. There should really be nothing to stop this from going up there. Yeah, we got a minor. Yeah, we're still able to close above it. Yeah, I'm gonna mute myself right now. Don't worry. You know what? I'm gonna mute myself, guys, just because my girlfriend's gonna start cooking. So just give me a second. I'll be typing everything. Give me a second, guys. Sorry, guys. My girl's done cooking, but my air filter's pretty loud because it's just filtering out the smoke. I'm not sure how loud it is, but I'll still mute myself. Looking still good. ES is both of them are still respecting the bullish PD arrays, right? We'll most likely we'll see ES attacking this high first before NQ does, but target is still same. The hammer is working, the rocket, the magnet is working, so let's get it, guys. Let us get it. Sorry, guys, I'm eating right now because I got to go to work soon, so I'm not going to show my camera because clearly I don't want to get you guys jealous of what I'm eating. You know? Got to show the respect. But, ooh, NQ, ES, we were close to that draw. ES is almost there. Just creeping up, but we're getting there. We don't want to see, like, we just want to see this expand, guys, to be honest. Once we start seeing a retracements, it's not good, you know? Maybe we can see NQ catch up right now. Next hourly candle is going to open too in just under 10 minutes. What are you listening to? Oh. Come on, NQ, let's go. Oh, don't want to see that. Another possible strength switch for NQ to just fly right now. Let's go. Let's see it. If we look at the 1 minute, that's what I mean. SMT right here, SMT right here. Let's see if we can see this fly now. I'm going to take this out. Nope, you don't want to see that. Don't really want to see that. Especially because we're so close to the draw, guys. This is exactly what happened on Monday. It was, I think, the way we left that high, Asia high, created a failure swing, and then we fully reversed. Yeah, could possibly happen again. Yeah, 30-minute doesn't look too good. We have 3 more minutes till this hourly candle, which, let's see how it's looking right now. Okay, I'm just going to move all these because it's just distracting. Okay, we're expanding lower here. Okay, yeah, I just got stopped out here, right at this low. I was in profit here. I just trailed my stop loss. Let's see if I do regret that. Again, I didn't really want to see this retrace or expand lower and lose all the profit, especially because we just been moving so slowly. So I wanted to secure some profit, and I only had 1 contract, guys. So I just to secure some profit just for my time being here. It's a decision I made, to be honest. Realistically, I should have kept it here, but I wanted to secure some profit, some decent profit. I want to say, like, at least. This is considered the next swing point here on the 5 minutes, so stop loss would be right here. You can see YM actually going much lower here. So I secured a small profit here, guys. You can just see right here. Entry was taken right here on the 3 minute. Right here after that change in the state of delivery, and just got stopped out in profit. So yeah, which is a-okay, guys. At the end of the day, I'm okay with it. It's all good. At the end of the day, especially with when it's moving very slowly, you never know once that big expansion candle just comes out of nowhere. Like let me see it. Like here. This was Tuesday, exactly. See how we left that high? All of them left that high, and then just look at the way it was just moving sideways, and bam, you just seen it expand much lower. So I didn't want that to happen, but this could still be valid. There is a SMT with this swing point here, so it could still be a valid trade. But the hourly is about to open, so I'm not sure if it would be an open low high close, or it'll just start expanding immediately at the open. Just want to see what it does here. SMT now with a swing point, like I mentioned. With YM, you don't want to see all three do the same. Okay, ES is now forming that SMT. I didn't mean to do that. Oops. Okay, then you can see it now. NQ doing the same thing. So realistically, I still would have gotten stopped out, guys, no matter what. Something about my risk management, is that I like to move my stop loss to the next 5-minute swing point. First of all, once we were able to close above this change in state of delivery, like I mentioned before, I was anticipating a retracement. We got that. I then moved my stop loss right here as we started expanding here. I moved it actually right here, which on my broker it showed like a down close candle here, which then we formed a nice change in the state of delivery with ES. So I moved that there based off ES. And then we had the same thing right here as well with ES, change in the state of delivery. So I moved it here. So I was trailing my stop loss as we were going higher. This could still possibly go higher, like I said. We just needed to grab liquidity. Let's see if there was a strength switch. Now, let's see if we start expanding with ES and NQ now, just to get to that draw. I'm almost done eating, but I'll most likely end the stream once I'm done eating, guys, because I got to get it ready for work. See the 3-minute. You don't have to. Just put whatever you want. Okay, guys, I think I'm just gonna end it off here. If it does target, that's good. If not, then clearly we were able to manage our risk, being smart with it, not being able to, like, we just didn't leave our stop loss. We trailed our stop loss, which was a good thing, because at the end of the day, we want to make sure that you're securing profits on the way up. That is the ideal goal, right? To pay yourself and your time on the charts. So other than that, guys, that is it. Hopefully you guys learned something from here. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.